and they're off. A full circuit of Pontefract Park ahead of them in the Napoleon's Casino Bradford Handicap, and Champagne City, ridden to the front by Stefano Kirky, leads Yorkindness, and then the first of the greys at Giovanni Change now moves up into second position, with Ashington and El Baraccio the next two. 2.5 lengths back off those is Flint Hill, who's side by side with Carragillihy, and the 3-year-old Ionopolis is the back marker as the field work their way past the car parks and gallop out away from us towards the far side of the track. And up ahead it is Champagne City, the 10-year-old, the oldest horse in the race, ahead of Giovanni Change, and then Yorkindness from Ashington and El Baraccio. Flint Hill is a further 2 lengths or so back off these. A further 1 length away is Carragillihy, and continuing on as the back marker of the 8 is Ionopolis. So making the journey, going down the roadside and on towards the final 1.5 miles, and it is Champagne City who is showing out in the lead here. Giovanni Change back on the flat this afternoon, and like the leader, Champagne City has got previous winning form here at Pontefract, with Yorkindness, the winner here back in June. She's positioned over towards the inside with out a bit wider Ashington as they now move on towards the next left-handed turn. Back in behind runners is El Baraccio, next is Flint Hill, and then the most prolific course scorer in the field, Carragillihy, over towards the inside, and the grey Carragillihy only has Ionopolis behind us at this point, around about 10 to 12 lengths covering them all. And as they run to halfway, Champagne City now just being ridden along and has slid back into 4th position. Giovanni Change has inherited the lead and moves away 1.5 lengths clear over Ashington in 2nd position in the yellow and pink Battenberg Silks of Ursa Major Racing, and then the only filly in the lineup, Yorkindness, a little wider out of Champagne City, who despite dropping back through the field hasn't lost any further ground over the last 1/4 mile. El Baraccio is running next, then Carragillihy and Flint Hill, and Ionopolis remains the trailer. Past Escape and left-handed again, on now towards the final 6 furlongs, and it is Jack Garrity on board at Giovanni Change leading the field, to in 2nd position Ashington, and then Yorkindness back in 3rd. Carragillihy now coming a little bit closer along the inside of El Baraccio, as continuing to lose places at Champagne City is now also overtaken by Flint Hill, and it might not be too much longer before Ionopolis moves past as well. They now make the journey on towards the final 1/2 mile. They're pretty much 3/4 of the way through, and the concluding stage is now in front of them. Giovanni Change leading the field, 1 length or so to the good over Ashington in 2nd. Ashington, who was quite nicely supported beforehand, with El Baraccio, the black sleeves, coming nearer, a little wider out of Yorkindness. Next is Flint Hill, now on in advance of Carragillihy. Ionopolis follows, and Champagne City now getting detached has dropped back to last place as Ashington launches an attack on Giovanni Change and takes over as they race left-handed back for home. El Baraccio is on the case. Yorkindness looking for a way out now and is about to perhaps get one, although Flint Hill trying to have a say about that. Carragillihy also attempting to pick up as El Baraccio now moves to the front past Ashington, making the approach to the final furlong in the marathon. It is El Baraccio the far side. Yorkindness is now coming with an effort down the near side. El Baraccio just wandering around a little bit. Yorkindness is pressing hard into the final 50 yards they go. Yorkindness getting on top from El Baraccio, and it's Yorkindness who goes on to win. Joe Fanning's only ride on the card is a winner. It's his 60th of the year. El Baraccio made it the race it was. They came away from Carragillihy.
Yeah, she settled better and she sought out well. Yorkindness wins in the colours of Paul York. Well done to Paul, who bred his daughter from the family out of Yorkindness. He was a good race mare in these colours. Charlie Johnson trained Joe Fanning on board. Beats El Baraccio in 2nd place. Roddy Green and Josh Guerrero and Ryan Sexton. And clear from Carragillihy for Tim Eastby and David Allen.
Yeah, who didn't get the clearance to run through, but whether or not he'd have stayed anyway is perhaps debatable, but he was travelling well and he was just short of room. The race didn't go his way. It did go the way for Yorkindness, who returns joint favourite at 5-2. Another one for Joe Fanning, who's having an excellent season and, as you say, relaxed better in a well-run race.